Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to today's edition of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure. This program is being conducted to commemorate the 125th birth anniversary of Pujya Sri Babuji Maharaj and will go on till April 2025. We are in week 43, day 298. And as all of you are aware, the quality for this week is dependency. My name is Prasanna Krishna. I'll be facilitating today's program. A very warm welcome to all of you. Before we start the program, a very gentle reminder to all participants that every day we should try to think of one or two people in our friends and family circle who may not have started Heartfulness still and forward the master classes by Taji to them so that they can also go through it and start practicing heartfulness. Second request is this program, Being Heartful Every Day, is being extremely well received by the Abhyasi community. So if you know of somebody who's already practicing heartfulness but not registered for the program, please do forward this link to him. We'll start the program with the reading portion of it. Okay. We had finished one paragraph. We had finished this Raga and Vesha thing. We'll just go through it again for the sake of continuity. We generally seek what is pleasurable and run away from what is painful. As the intellect processes all the information received by our senses, it classifies them into two categories, likes and dislikes. In yoga, these are called raga, which is attraction and attachment, and dvesha, which is aversion. When we don't get what we want, we feel miserable. And when we get what we don't want, we also feel miserable. Therefore, this constant process of push and pull, that is the root cause of all sufferings that we experience. The truth is, nature brings us exactly what we need for our growth and evolution. It's only when we label them as likes and dislikes, good and bad, that they become attraction and aversion. Our brain is often hardwired to resist. When we resist, what happens? We resist reality and we feel miserable. When we perceive the truth behind the miseries, that they are given to us to remove all complexities that obstruct reality, they become gifts from God. Then we go through the experience, feel what we want, what we must, Then we go through the experience, feel what we must, and move on. This is skill in action. And this skill, and it is a skill that comes from doing a daily meditative practice. It involves being able to rest in a state of neutrality and stillness in the moment, so that we may have complete acceptance of reality. When the state is achieved, no matter what happens, we'll be more effective in dealing with the situation at hand. We also see the truth behind the miseries and develop a very natural acceptance in the face of suffering. It is a state where we are so immersed in the divine love that it does not really matter what happens in our life. I'll read that sentence again. It's very, very appealing. It is a state where we are so immersed in the divine love that it does not really matter what happens in our life. There is no need for analysis. There is no need to think that it was a blessing or a heavenly gift from above, because where love is there, where is the need for introspection? But most of us are not there, not at that level yet. When we are not able to sight through unaffected, what can we do when the situation is favorable? We are already affected, so there are only two possibilities. Either we accept or we resist. Let us say we resist. Will the misery disappear? No. Simply by desiring it to go, it doesn't disappear. Whereas once we accept it, something new emerges from inside. The highlighted portion. Therefore, there is a constant process of push and pull That is the root cause of all suffering that we experience. The first thing that emerges when we start preparing ourselves to surmount it, the first thing that emerges is that we start preparing ourselves to surmount it. We become stronger in the process. Second, we proceed along the path of continuous improvement. I'm going through this misery because dot dot dot, and I should have done that instead. We become wiser, better, and we learn how to get out of the situation. This is possible once we accept things. If we do not accept things, we still suffer. But we won't learn anything. We don't become wiser, and things won't change. So I'll just read the last couple of lines because I think it's very important for us, all of us, to incorporate it in our lives. We become wiser, better, and we learn how to get out of the situation. This is possible once we accept things. If we do not accept things, we still suffer, but we won't learn anything. We won't become wiser, and things won't change. Here is how Babuji describes a person who has learned to accept miseries. After sufficient practice, it becomes his second nature, and its consciousness too drops off. The glamour too passes away. When this is attained, there remains nothing but swimming in the sphere of reality. And further on, the idea of swimming too becomes extinct. The power generated by the habit of forbearance helps him a good deal in his pursuit, and he enters the sphere described above. This stage is often achieved by heartfulness practitioners. Acceptance brings such a liberating attitude that helps us to continue onward towards reality, where we experience the calmness of mind. We realize that all apparent miseries and sufferings are invaluable gifts. The feeling of joy naturally leads to gratitude. The highlighted portion, it's a state where we are so immersed in the divine now that it does not really matter what happens in our life. There is no need for analysis. There is no need to think that it's a blessing or a heavenly gift from above, because where love is there. When love is there, where is the need for introspection? I think this was a very powerful reading. Let's spend some time introspecting what we have just read, especially on this portion of it, where Daji mentions how we evolve from our practice, this portion of it. The highlighted portion, let's introspect on it. 9 o'clock, we'll start a universal prayer. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. now. Let's start our universal prayer. Let's all sit comfortably, gently close our eyes, and get into a very prayerful attitude and offer our prayers that all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. I'll repeat our discussion we have been having for the sake of people who may have joined new today. There are two things very important when we offer the prayer. One is our attitude. Our heart should be filled with this prayerful attitude. We should go deep into ourselves, develop that attitude, and offer this prayer. The second thing is, if we pray for something which is there in our heart, the prayer becomes very effective. So let's try to fill our heart with love, devotion, and real faith, and then offer this prayer saying, all brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. हम आराम से बैठेंगे, एक गहरी अपना आंखें बंद करेंगे, एक गहरी भाव, वो प्रार्थना के भाव में डूब जाएंगे और ये प्रार्थना करेंगे कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। दो चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जब हम ये प्रेयर ऑफर करते हैं ना, प्रार्थना करते हैं ना, दो चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। पहली चीज ये है कि अपना जो भाव है, हम अपने आप में बहुत बहुत गहराई तक पहुंचना चाहिए, एक प्रार्थना की भाव में रहना चाहिए। दूसरी चीज, हम जब प्रार्थना करते हैं, अगर वो चीज अपना दिल में, अपना हृदय में भरा है, तो अपना प्रार्थना बहुत बहुत बेहतर हो सकती है। इसलिए हम अपना दिल में, अपना हृदय में ये प्रेम, भक्ति और श्रद्धा भर के ये प्रार्थना करेंगे कि सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। लेट्स कंटिन्यू आवर प्रेयर टिल 9:15 p.m. Yeah, while trying to retain the prayerful attitude, let's gently open our eyes. Yeah, we come to the end of today's program. Let's meet tomorrow at 6 a.m. And also a gentle reminder that we should offer a bedtime prayer and reflect on the daily activities. And also introspect on how we are doing for the quality of this week, which is dependency. Let's see what we have done through the week to improve our dependency. What else can be done to improve our dependency and work on it during the week. So thank you, good night, and namaste.